What up, world? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we talking about the top anime you need to be watching, or at least the anime that you should have on your watch list. Do me a favor. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. Anyway, we on YouTube now. What are you doing? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy JusRzd, and we all know, unfortunately, X-Men 97 has officially come to a close on their season 1. Beautiful finale. Chop Baylor. I still don't know why I do that so much. Pray for me. Anyway, but not only do I do reviews on comic book things, I also do reviews on anime. So today we're talking top anime that you need to be watching. So let's get into it. I'm gonna just throw out a list of numbers. You can put them on your watch list in any order. For me personally, I'm also explaining it is all up to your preference of what you prefer to watch when it comes to anime. Some people like slice of life anime, some people like more story driven anime, some people just want hands. And I ain't mad at that. It is what it is. If you just like hands, hey, hands galore. But we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna start with a new anime that kind of took the world by storm. We're gonna go Solo Leveling as the first anime on this list. Solo Leveling comes from a Korean manhwa, which is pretty much the Korean version of a manga, which is the Japanese version of pretty much a comic book. So it's pretty much a Korean comic book. But Solo Leveling is just a dope, super dope story that turned very gory very quickly, and I was not expecting it, but I wasn't mad at it. I appreciated it, actually. Dope story. In this particular world, there emerged these gates that were affecting the world in a interesting way. For some people, when the gates appeared, they released magical energy, and for those people who were affected by that magical energy, some people got sick, had to be hospitalized, and then other people actually gained powers and became what they call hunters. And what the hunter's job to do is, when these gates appear, based on the gate's strength and based on the hunter's strength, the hunter is to enter the gate and pretty much defeat the boss of that gate to pretty much close the gate and not allow any of the monsters that are inside the gate or the boss that's inside the gate to actually come out and affect the world of the living. Because you have regular people who actually weren't affected at all by the magical energy. So it's just regular people out here just going to work, living their daily lives like none the wiser. And the main protagonist is Sun Jin-woo. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but forgive me if I'm not. Sorry. I don't speak Korean. I be trying, but I'm not good at it. But his mother was actually affected negatively by the magical energy, so she's hospitalized right now, and he doesn't have the money to really support her care. So of course he was affected positively, so he became a hunter, and he's known as the weakest hunter in Japan, if not the world, but definitely Japan. He's an E rank hunter, and if you guys have watched anime before, you know their ranking system is usually S rank, A rank, B rank, C rank, D rank, and then E rank. And he's an E ranked hunter. E rank hunters are forbidden to go past a certain level of gate. Just like the hunters are ranked, the gates are ranked as well. So if you're an S rank hunter, you can do an S rank gate. But if you're a D rank hunter, you're not allowed to go in an S rank gate. So just to limit the casualties and to make sure that they can close the gate. Because if they don't close the gate and it's left open for a certain amount of time, then the monsters that are inside are allowed to actually cross over, because the gate now develops into like a gateway for the monsters and the boss to like travel into the world of the living. So the whole goal of the hunters is to maintain order and destroy these gates as they pop up. And of course, that causes people to group together, form guilds, form companies to actually handle the gates. And the hunters actually become like celebrities and almost like heroes in this world. Just because when you talk about like an S or A rank hunter, nobody can really like stop them for real. Like they're that strong. And the dope thing about this world is once you get those magical powers and you get your rank as a hunter, that's it. Like you can't go up to the next level. So if you're A rank, you're A rank. If you're D rank, you're D rank. That's it. There's no way for you to progress. You're just at that level. And as the story progresses, the main protagonist ends up unlocking an ability to actually level up his rank. So that's pretty much the basis without going into any more than that spoilery information. That's the basis of the show. Beautifully done. 12 episodes, 1 season. Phenomenal. Jabela. See, I did it again. It's almost like I got your rest or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's Solo Leveling. Definitely put it on your watch list. The next one I'm going to get into, Undead Unluck. It was a pleasant surprise for me. Undead Unluck was a pleasant surprise for me. It's been a while since I watched it, so forgive me if my synopsis is a little off. 1 season, 24 episodes. I watched it on Hulu. I don't know if it's going to be on Hulu in your particular region, but I know in my region in America, I watched it on Hulu. Dope anime. Starts out a little weird. Starts out a little wonky. You got 2 main protagonists, and the world that it's set in and the powers that they have, that they're revealed to have, in the way that they work are a little wonky. It's a little weird. I'm not gonna hold you. But as the story progresses, the story actually gets really, really dope, really, really intricate, and a lot of twists and reveals happen, especially towards the end of the season, and you're just sitting there like, this is a lot of information to take in. I appreciated that though. I appreciated the fact of how they developed the story, how they took the story, the action in it. It was a dope experience. It was a dope experience. Undead Unluck. Put it on your watch list, man. If you're into, there's a lot of blood, but it's mainly because of the main protagonist's, one of the main protagonist's ability. He can't die, so the way he uses his powers is very interesting. So just watch it. Just watch it. It's not really gory, but it's not really super gory. It's not as gory as Solo Leveling, but there's a lot of blood. But it's because of his ability. But that's neither here nor there. You just gotta watch it. Trust me. The next one on my list, I'm gonna go Martial Magic and Muscle. Now they dropped their season 2 recently. The whole season 2, I believe, I want to say it was 23 or 24 episodes for season 2. The season 1 was definitely like 24 episodes. And it's on Crunchyroll. That's where I watched it. I watched it on Crunchyroll. Well, Martial Magic and Muscle, it's pretty much if One Punch Man met Harry Potter and they combined both of those worlds. It's a world of magic, where those who are blessed with the gift of magic, rule and compete for that rule, and the ones who were not blessed with the gift of magic kind of get shunned and outcast. And Marshall, who is the main character, Marshall Burndead, actually doesn't have any magic ability at all. However, he was blessed with every physical attribute you can think of. So he's strong, he's fast, he works out like crazy, super jacked. Like, he's able to do a lot. That's why I say he's low-key OP like One Punch Man. So it's pretty hilarious. But he's in this world of magic where if you don't have magic, you pretty much get shunned. Some people get killed. And it's just a very harsh world in reality to live in if you don't have magic. And he ends up trying out to go to this magic school in the first season, and with him trying out, he actually ends up getting in, but they don't know that he doesn't have magic. So he actually has to put up a front the entire time to make it look like he has magic, but he doesn't. So it's actually kind of funny to see the things that he does to make it look like he has magic when he doesn't have magic. But the whole time he's actually just extremely athletic and physically gifted, that he's just OP and everything. So it's like, it's a super dope watch. It's hilarious. It's funny. The jokes hit in subbed and dubbed. Not even gonna hold you. Because that was one thing for me for One Punch Man. The jokes wasn't hitting the same in sub as they did in dub. But in Martial, they work both ways. But Martial, Magic and Muscle is actually a great watch. Like I said, One Punch Man meets Harry Potter, combine those worlds, and you got Martial. And it's a dope story. Dope story. I recommend it. Next on the list, I'm gonna actually say My Hero. My Hero just started season 7. I believe there are two episodes in so far. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm gonna do a review on My Hero because there are My Hero's 3 episodes in so far. But I'm gonna do another video reviewing My Hero because I'm interested to see where this season goes. But we all know season 6 was all out war for the most part. And then now season 7 is in the back half of season 6 was kind of like the aftermath of that war. And now season 7 is them getting ready for pretty much like the final battle. And of course, there's some battles that ensue in the beginning of season 7 that were hinted and teased at the end of season 6, and they just come into season 7 strong with that first fight. And I appreciated it because I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. So My Hero Academia season 7, tap in. You won't regret it. The animation looks crisp. Everything looks good. The characters, the animation, the story, it's about to get real interesting. Next on the list, Jujutsu Kaisen. Another one that kind of took everybody by surprise. Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 was highly acclaimed. Then they dropped the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, beautifully done and adapted. And then they just finished their season 2 before the springtime hit, and man, season 2 was a doozy compared to season 1. Season 1, they introduced us to this whole world of sorcery. It's a very, very, very dark and gory anime. I wouldn't recommend you let your kids watch it, but that's to your discretion because I ain't your parent and I ain't fit to tell you how to raise your kids. However, I personally wouldn't recommend allowing your kids to watch it. I didn't let my kids watch it. I'm like, y'all gotta get older. I got young kids, so I have I got an 18-year-old son. I also have 2 little ones that are 12 and 11. So yeah, I'm like, y'all, I'm not letting y'all watch this just yet. Y'all gotta get older. 18-year-old can watch it if you want to, but he don't really watch anime like that. So the little ones, they love anime. So we be watching anime together. Ones that are appropriate for them. But yeah, JJK, I wouldn't recommend the kids watch it, but season 2 was phenomenal. And I wish I was doing reviews at the time season 2 was going on because I would have reviewed it. However, season 2 was phenomenal. I still might do a recap video for season 2 because it was just that dope. It was just that dope. Put JJK on your list. Just put JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, put that on your watch list because it is phenomenal. I'm not even going to talk about it because once I start talking about it, this video going to end up being an hour long. So just put it on your watch list. Trust me. Next on the list, Demon Slayer has just dropped, I want to say 2 episodes of the Hashira training arc. I forgot how long they said this season was going to be. I want to say they said it was going to be like 7 to 8 episodes. So they've already done the first 2 episodes. And the first episode was like, I want to say 30 to 40 minutes long. It was a decent length of an episode. But as usual, Demon Slayer's animation, top tier. Their animation top tier. The voice acting was good. The Of course, music cues. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't understand how or why Demon Slayer has like some of the best animation in the game. Like legit. They have some of the best animated scenes. Like I was watching, there's a scene in the Hashira Training arc where they're talking. They're just talking. The Hashiras are just having a conversation. And I'm looking, I'm like, this looks amazing. And this is just a comment. We're not fighting. We're not training. We're not doing anything. We're just talking. And I'm like, yo, this looks phenomenal. Like, what is going on? But yeah, Demon Slayer, phenomenal. So far, Ashura Training Arc is interesting. It's interesting. I know the last season kind of caught flack because it wasn't as hype as the Entertainment District arc, but I still feel like the Swordsmith Village arc was really good. It was more story driven than it was like just straight hands, but I feel like the Entertainment District arc was just straight hands. So it's just like, it felt like it was just straight hands. The way they just had us on the edge of our seats through that whole season was just amazing. And it was dope. So yeah. I'm interested to see where they go in the Hashira Training arc this season. So put that on your watch list. Demon Slayer, the Hashira Training arc. This next one is more of a slice of life anime. And but please believe, just because it's a slice of life don't mean that they ain't throwing hands. Because they definitely throwing hands. And they throwing a lot of hands. But it's called Windbreaker. It's a newer anime that just started. If I'm not mistaken, they're like maybe 6 or 7 episodes in. I'm watching it on Crunchyroll. Most of these, I'm not gonna hold you, I'm watching on Crunchyroll. Like Demon Slayer and JJK, watching all that on Crunchyroll. The only one I didn't watch on Crunchyroll was Undead Unluck. I watched that on Hulu, like I said. But Crunchyroll is pretty much your go-to for anime. But yeah, Windbreaker it's about this kid named Sakura who is looking forward to going to this new school and being able to see how he stacks up amongst the school's biggest, baddest, toughest students. He just really loves to fight, and he hates seeing people who act tough but really aren't tough because they really just acting tough so they can prey on the weak. He doesn't like that. He pisses him off, and he can really fight. So he got hands for everybody. Anybody can get it that's picking on the weak and that's annoying him. He will give them hands. And that's pretty much how this anime starts out. And it's interesting because you're just really seeing him reflect inwardly when he's observing a lot of different things. Because you can tell his upbringing, he was lacking a lot of different like affectionate and intimate moments with maybe his parents or maybe friends or whatever growing up. So it's interesting to see his reflection and just his inner monologues when he's observing how people interact with one another. So I thought that was interesting, and I thought that was dope. But yeah, it's hands galore. Hands galore in Windbreaker, but it's really dope. I really like it. One of my favorites. Moving on to the next one. One of my favorite anime on right now, Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8. It was a lot of hype behind this anime before it dropped, and I see why now that it has dropped. It's also about, I want to say 5 or 6 episodes in, and yo, Kaiju number 8 is legit. It's not really dark. It's kind of gory based on the action, and the reason why I say kinda, people are getting like thoroughly destroyed, but in this world, it's a world full of they're in Japan, and Japan consistently gets attacked by giant kaiju. So if you're a fan of like Godzilla or King Kong, you know kaiju are the big large monsters that pretty much trample over cities. because they're so big and destructive. They just walk through buildings, knock stuff over, like they ain't know it was there. And you just at your desk in your little cubicle, and then your whole building gets taken out by a kaiju because he just decided to show up in the city. So that's kind of the framework and the scenery for this world. And they have different divisions. You have the military division, which take out and go and kill the kaiju when they appear, or capture them if they need to. But they also show a different aspect that most movies don't even show: the cleanup crew. When they have these big battles and these big kaiju fights, we never really see the cleanup crew like go behind, clean up the rubble, clean up the kaiju if its remains are still there, like cutting it up and just disposing of the raw material, and cutting it up for raw material and just cleaning up the area. We never get to see that. And our main protagonist is actually someone who works for the cleaning crew. And you get to see his backstory, and you get to see everything that transpires from him being a child, what happened to him in his hometown, how he got to this place of being on a cleaning crew, what his goals and aspirations are in life. And it's funny because it's like a shonen anime, except instead of the main protagonist being a kid like 12 or 13 or 15 or whatever, it's a grown man, and he's like 32 or 33. And so it's just interesting to see his perspective on life, and just see him in just the way he thinks and looks at different things that go on in his life, and where he's currently at in life, and how he's either satisfied or dissatisfied with certain aspects. And it's just like, man, like, yo, this is actually pretty dope. And the action is actually pretty solid. The power scaling, the different abilities, the suits, the military division, like everything about it is actually really, really good. The animation is dope. The storytelling has been dope so far. The different things that they've experienced. Like I said, all of this is going to be super spoiler free, but Kaiju number 8, put that on your list. Of course, One Piece is still going on. That can be on your list, but it's going to take you forever to finish One Piece, because they're technically still going. Over 1,000 episodes in at this point. They're in their Egghead arc, which is actually pretty interesting because you get a lot of different people's backstories in it. But that comes out every Sunday on Crunchyroll. Put it on your watch list if you want to watch it. If you're up to watching over 1,100 episodes, that's definitely, over 1,000 episodes, it's definitely not something you're going to complete in the weekend, but turn on an episode here and there. Watch it when you ain't got nothing to do, or when you cleaning dishes, or when you doing laundry, or whatever. One Piece is a solid little anime. Long, but it's a solid anime. But yeah, I want to say, so we got Solo Leveling, Undead Unluck, we got Kaiju number 8, we got Demon Slayer, we got My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Windbreaker. There's another one, an honorable mention I want to give to Free Aaron. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I haven't started watching it yet, but it's on my watch list. Heard it was phenomenal. Anytime I've heard that anime's name being brought up, I've only heard good things about it. So Free Aaron, throw that on your watch list as well. It's like a fantasy anime, but I'm not sure what it's necessarily about. I just have only heard good recommendations about it. Heard it was fire from multiple different sources. So I'm gonna put that on my watch list. Currently is, just haven't had a chance to actually look at it. But go ahead and put that on your watch list as well. And something else that I watched, it was cool. It wasn't nothing too heavy, but it's called Shangri-La Frontier. This is another honorable mention for me. Shangri-La Frontier. It's another isekai, so it's like this guy, he only plays bugged video games, and he's just like really good at finding hacks for bugged video games and becoming really, really good at those bugged video games. So he decides to take on a different challenge and play a world-renowned video game that's like a AAA game. and it's called Shangri-La Frontier. So he ends up playing it. He skips all the tutorials and just goes headfirst into the world and kind of figures his way around it, bumping into some friends of old, finding new friends as well. And it's just really, the first season is just about him entering the game and just having a good time and just learning and developing in the game. And it was a fun little first season. I want to say it was 24 episodes in the first season. But yeah, it was just dope, in my opinion. It was cool. It was cool. It was solid. It was solid. Like I wouldn't. I put it in an honorable mention because it wasn't like something I was like, yo, y'all gotta watch this. But it was cool. So we also got Shangri-La Frontier. Those are the anime. Those are the top anime right now that you should have on your watch list. If you guys have any other suggestions as far as anime, put them in the comments below. If I missed one that you've been watching or that you're locked in on, put it in the comments below. I'm open to watching more. But yeah, that's my list for top anime that you should have on your watch list right now in this moment. Oh yeah, and My Hero. I forgot about My Hero Academia, but that's also on the list as well. So remember to like the video. Remember to share the video. Share it with your friends. Let them know we do anime reviews as well. It's been another edition of Rage Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get the subscribers up, man. I appreciate y'all engaging with the video. I appreciate y'all watching the video. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate y'all rocking with the stuff that we've been putting out. The X-Men 97 reviews have been going up with every video, so I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. Extremely grateful and excited for this new season of anime. And yeah, don't forget, it's free solo to the sell free. Let's get it.